What's going on? Welcome back to Lighten Up Podcast.
What? She told me to loosen up. So she said, what? Loosen up. She told me to loosen up. Sit back. Told me to loosen up.
Welcome everybody.
Flash, flick.
Let's
Start with a sip, man. Cool off. It's really hot.
welcome the heat
Welcome
today.
to
The heat has been welcome today.
Cheers to the heat.
Cheers to that hot ass shit. With that being said, this will be probably one of my last podcasts here in this hot ass state. But things will continue.
Yes.
I'm gonna be on the West Coast now, and
Moving to the West Side. West Side connection. Eastbound and down, but West Side. I don't know.
westbound up.
Westbound and up. There you go.
We just flip it.
Yeah.
But it's been a while. Now be back here with my boy Kevin.
Yeah, it's always a good time. Always a good time. Been
Always.
coming through. I'm a little sad that my friend's going to Portland, but I know that we got some ideas on how we can keep this going, and we're just, I've been working on my comedy lately. I want to write some more jokes. I want to try and put more content out there, and I mean, I got a pretty big track record of editing videos. I don't know if you know, but I got like a lot of rap videos I did for my friend.
Yeah, friends and stuff. Yeah, I've seen some
a lot
of
of
stuff.
skate videos and stuff, and I just want to keep that going. And maybe we'll jump into a topic like hobbies. Like, what kind of hobbies are you gonna keep and take with you to Oregon?
Well, I mean, basically, kind of whenever I was in Colorado, kind of the same thing, same idea. Everything's outdoors.
Outside.
I'm gonna give me a badass fucking bike, disc brakes. You know.
Okay, all right.
Because my brother has one too. So there's a.
Has he got that Fury?
No, it's another brother.
Okay.
It's an older, younger brother. So like he's in the middle.
Just get the whole family together
Yo,
for a
bro.
ride.
So he was telling me about a trail that takes you from Ashland, Oregon, like all the way up to like White City, which is like good couple of hours. One trail.
Oh yeah, like
you go north and you come back south on that trail.
It's like through the national forest or something.
Yeah, it's kind of off the highway and then like through the mountainside and then you come back, but nothing like too crazy, that nobody can't do, but
yeah, like experience level, like maybe like a 3,
intermediate, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
I'm excited for that. They got a lot of complexes like softball, soccer complexes.
Oh yeah.
I've already been to some of those. They're
here in Austin.
Very techy. They're nice.
Here in Austin, the Q2 stadium.
Yeah, Q2 stadium.
Yeah, that's where they're having. We were talking earlier about the concert, Willie Nelson concert. It's gonna be in January though, and it's gonna be during the day. Okay. So that was one of the factors. I told my dad if he wanted to go, and he's like a little, hard to move around sometimes. But he's like, I don't want to be in the heat. I'd love to see Willie Nelson, but
January in Texas, it'd be pretty good. I mean,
in the evening maybe, but this one's like at 1 o'clock, so it's like you're gonna be sweating outside.
It still might be a little toasty, but
they got shade though. I mean, it's nothing not doable. But the stadiums and going outdoors, of course, like you said, but like the sports venues, like that's the cool stuff.
Yeah, it is. It's just because I'm kind of in the middle of a lot of stuff. I'm like by California, I'm by Washington, so I can come. Maybe 10 hours east and go to Salt Lake if I ever wanted to.
Oh yeah.
But that's
what do they got in Salt Lake?
Salt Lake, is
that Lake Havasu? Or no, that's Arizona.
That's Arizona. Yeah, they have
Salt Lake.
Basically, they're called salt flats. They have the salt flats.
That's what that is.
Yeah, where you go and break fucking records and stuff. And
take your bike there. Huh?
Oh, you can, dude. I don't know about one of these you pedal with.
No, your motorcycle.
Yeah, you can. You can top out. When I was there, it was kind of full of water, like maybe 4 or 5 inches, something like that.
Yeah, you sent me a picture.
You saw that, right?
And it looked like a mirage, though.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell.
That was water on top of the salt flats.
Okay, because I was like, why do you send me this lake? And then you're like, this is salt flats. I'm like, oh, that's the.
What happened was
coming off of it.
They had a lot of fucking snow this year. So when you get a lot of snow, and then you get the next day where it's too hot, it melts too fast, and then it kind of becomes
it snows on the salt flats.
Well, it snows in the whole area of Salt Lake.
Okay.
So anything that's ice is gonna melt.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking salt flats. I think maybe like a desert, like it's just dry.
Well, it kind of where that location is, yes, but like around it in the backside, there's mountainsides, and you could tell that when that snow melts, the water just comes back down right into that salt flats and just covers it.
It'd be crazy.
And it goes forever, dude. That shit is just crazy. Well, you saw some of the snaps I seen you.
Yeah, definitely.
I got some salt from there.
You did?
Got it. I don't have it with me, but I did. I have one of these jars. And
You got your heart in there like Davy Jones or something?
Oh no, I was gonna put like an SOS and just throw it back in there and then see how far it goes. But
yeah, somebody else find it. Like
I had to take some salt. Had to, just little memory things, kind of in between. Yeah. But yeah, 2,000 miles there, 2,000 miles
like
back.
You never have to buy salt again. You're just like,
I mean,
making
salt,
ribs.
Old Salt Bay, he's gonna be jealous of that move.
Got some like tire flakes in it. Or, I don't know. What else?
It's got some seashell crumbs along with it.
There's like fish that are like just like jerky, like dried out fish.
It's part of the salt. That's why it's like that. But I'm excited. New beginnings, new adventures. And
exciting adventures, man. Lightening up. I mean,
what else?
Loosening up, living up.
What else is there to it? You know what I mean? Believe in the motto, breathe the motto. Here I am. Here we are. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I like that. I never heard that one.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, I heard one at work the other day. Can't be pooping with the big dogs if you're pissing like a puppy. And I heard it, and then I asked everybody after that if they heard it, and they're like, "The hell's wrong with you?"
Are you making shit up? Nah, man. The manager said that shit, man. You talking about? I'm gonna tell him you said that.
They're like, "Man, you need to stop using the restroom so much." Like,
why are your jokes always bathroom related?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, hey man, I got IBS.
I think about all my jokes in the restroom. That's why.
Cause I'm sitting. What else? What else is there to do?
Damn, I remember like growing up, like going to work with my dad, and there used to be like porta potties on every job, and you would go use a porta potty, and on the inside there would always be some kind of fucking riddle, like, "Here I sit in my dismay, shit but no toilet paper today," or something.
Something like little rhyme, What I'm saying?
You read that and you're like, "Oh shit, is there toilet paper?"
Damn, maybe he was telling me that there wasn't no toilet paper, and I just didn't listen.
Who's this freaking poetic toilet bandit?
Oh,
I don't know.
He probably goes to every single one. He leaves something like. He probably dots it with like a heart. That's like his
signature.
Every eye has a heart, What I'm saying?
Have you ever seen that though? Like, call so and so.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Call for a good time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a classic. And if you put your boy's number or something.
Yeah, you're like, man, I'm gonna fuck him up. Boom, got him.
Hey, did you get any calls last night? Like,
hey, did your phone blow up? Just curious. There's one phrase that I like. It's not like funny or like too like crazy or too in depth. It's go as far as you can see, and when you get there, you can see further.
Oh shit!
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought, and that was from a cannabis dispensary that I saw that, and I was like,
"That's freaking genius."
That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, the industry is like so like they just know how to like pitch to people. They know how to say the right some of the right words and phrases that people connect with.
Because I feel like it's legitimate people. It's not like
just
business heads running the shit where they're like, "Oh, you make the price $10." It's like nobody's gonna pay that, and they're just like, "Let's make our money." And
then the boss goes away. So I saw that, and I was like, "Man, that is so fucking cool, dude."
It's like keeping it local almost.
Go as far as you can see it, and when you get there, you can see further, dude. I was like.
They thought about that on smoke break for
sure.
Bro,
they had to. They had to.
Guys, we're gonna need a new company slogan today.
Anybody want to pitch in? What do you got? What do you got, Ryan? Go.
Yeah. Person with the best idea gets an ounce today.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Ounce of the new batch.
Hey, fresh stuff's the best stuff, man.
Speaking of fresh stuff, the best stuff. Ben's been telling me about Banana Crasher.
I do have some Banana Crasher today with me. It's a very banana-y.
Where does that come from, and what makes it stand out? What do you think?
What it is it has the main strain is Wedding Crasher that's in it. A strain called Wedding Crasher. It's like a parent.
So it's a hybrid.
It's a parent. Yeah, it's a parent strain, and Wedding Crasher is literally that. What it tells you. You seen the movie? Wedding Crashers?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it is literally just like that. You're having fun, you're giggling, you're like having the best time.
Yeah, man, the sweetest girl. Yeah.
Hey, man, the sweetest.
Hey, why don't you pass that weed to me? You've been holding it, you're telling your story.
But yeah, man, it's a phenomenal West Coast strain. Recommend it for anybody. But yeah, you start off, you go up on the roller coaster, you're having the best of times, and then 2-3 hours in, you're like,
see how far I can see.
I'm gonna see how far I can keep my eyes open.
If I can keep my eyes
open. And then the ride's over, you're either awake or you're passed out. You know what I'm saying? One of those things. So
you'll be alive, don't worry. Okay?
Yeah, you'll always be alive.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, man, I've been hearing about, I'm a Joe Rogan fan. I watch the Joe Rogan. I'm sure millions of people do. But Ric Flair, did you see that episode?
No, I did not.
No? Okay, well, I'm just getting to the point.
Woo!
Yeah, woo! Ric Flair is coming out with his new gummy weed line. And it's gummies.
Props Ric Flair.
And they're called Woo Chews.
Oh, shit.
Perfect marketing name. I mean,
that's perfect. I mean, like, what?
They're supposed to get you up there, so.
Perfect.
Woo!
Perfect. Woo fucking Chews. There was, you know who's in Oregon also that does in the cannabis industry? Jim Belushi.
Oh, dang.
You know who he is, right? The Blues Brothers guy?
Yeah.
Like, he's the brother of him. Or he had his own show and stuff, too. Well, the brother that was in it in Blues Brothers, he passed away.
Okay, I knew one of them passed away.
But now he's kind of steps in whenever Dan Aykroyd, he's the other part of it.
Yeah.
Whenever they do shows, Jim Belushi's his brother.
Oh, he plays his brother?
He fills in, yeah,
okay,
dude.
Okay.
So he plays the harmonica just like him and everything. So dresses up,
cool.
black hat, suit, everything.
They do live shows there?
They still do live shows.
Oh, dang, that's pretty cool. Dang.
Yeah, so
that's a movie from, what, 2000?
Oh, old, dude. Probably even older than that.
Man, 90s or 80s?
Yeah, I think 90s. Like early 90s, 93, 94, something like that.
Damn.
But, yeah, he got his own
cannabis
farm out there, and he be on that grind too, man.
Shoot.
So
damn, that's cool.
That's cool as hell. Finding people that you didn't even think were in the industry and actors and
wrestlers.
Just wrestlers, yeah, dude. Like Tyson's boxer.
Oh, boxer.
He has his Tyson ranch in California.
It's like people with money are getting in the industry that makes more money.
It makes sense.
It makes sense.
Everybody's going legal. New Hampshire just went legal. Massachusetts just went legal, like recreational.
Running out of states, Texas.
So we're waiting on, some other couple of states,
Biden. No, I'm just kidding.
Greg Abbott.
Politician.
Al
Gore.
Al Gore. I know he's associated with Texas. I just know it. Bush. I know Bush is still in there.
Yeah. But yeah, shit. Speaking of like old movies, I seen a movie. I think it was like in like the 70s or the 60s. It's called American Graffiti.
Never seen that.
No? Oh man, well, I didn't know what to expect watching it, and it's got some cool, I like oldies music, it's got some cool oldies music in there.
So like 80s, like...
Just like that, yeah, like, 60s. Not like 80s, probably 60s.
Oh shit, okay, 60s.
Yeah, they had like old school cars, like, 57 Chevy.
Yeah, like the Bel Airs.
And they started like, some of the kids in there have rat rods and stuff, where they like take the front end off of the coupe.
Yep.
And,
rat rods are clean. They're done. I mean, you
but
got the Model Ts. I've seen a couple Model Ts that have been just like.
Yeah, they slam them, or they put like the new rims on them, or they freaking put a big ass.
That's kind of tough for me because like, I like the new age, the 20s sleek look of tires and rims on old cars.
Oh yeah.
But then there's something about there's something about like those old classic cars with old Kragers.
Oh, like stock.
Yeah, all stock from that year, but like just update a little bit.
That's like appreciation kind of.
It is. So it's like you don't want to change too much, because you're like, I love the car the way it is. You don't want to modernize it too much because then it's not the car anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always
like what about like the modern dash?
Yeah, modern dash is cool. See, that's cool. But this is more like tires, because those have like 16s, 15 rims, in the 60s, and then people are putting like 24s on them.
Yeah, going too big. Everything.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's nice, but I wouldn't go that route. So that's just me.
But anyways, this movie, man, just the way that people act and the things that they say, it's funny to go back in time, but you realize that people at that time were the exact same as the people now. Like,
well, yeah, even like the elderly, just because they're older doesn't mean that they've changed. Yeah. They're still in there. They're still the same person. That's it.
Watching this movie changed my perception, toward that, because I'm thinking, older people don't understand, because, I have a little conflicts with my dad here and there, but it's just like, no, now I know, it's like, we're all the same, no matter, I mean, you might have had it a little different with technology and stuff like that, and that's the thing they're talking about now, is kids growing up with technology and not thinking about the internet, like, oh, this is a tool, because we grew up and the internet popped up, and then you're like, well, we can do many things with this internet, and kids are just on the internet every day, not even thinking about it.
And some people think it's just, that's how it's supposed to be, though.
Yeah, so like right now in time, this is the time when it's making a leap.
Everybody thinks like kids are supposed to be into electronics, like it's supposed to be like that. But like for us, it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I was outside all the time.
Yeah, I was
had
outside
to
all
be.
the time.
I had bikes.
I tell the kids all the time, our thing was we were outside all during the day, and then at nighttime when we couldn't be outside, that's when we played video games. Like Nintendo and stuff.
I ain't gonna lie, I was out for a good minute.
Outside in the
I
dark,
never,
oh yeah.
dark, I was still out riding my bike, shooting, my BB gun. Like I said, I grew up in the country, so it's a little bit different from my scenario. So if I was in the city, I probably still would have been the same thing. I probably still would have been on a 10-speed with a BB gun strapped to my back, and I had like my 3 dogs with me.
And if you were born in the 60s or 70s, you'd probably be doing the same thing even then.
I mean, if you believe in reincarnation.
So all you bought was 2 beers?
Yeah, the cigars cost a little bit. I've been drinking this, Foster's. You ever had one of these?
I ain't never had that Canadian beer.
It's Australian for beer. Shout out to my
Australian, that's what it was. I said Canadian.
But like it says founded in Australia, but then if you look at this side, it says brewed in USA. So you know what I'm saying? I'm supporting USA.
So it's adopted.
Canada,
like an Australian would,
Canada and Australia are both like derivatives of England.
Yeah, basically. I know half of Canada's like half French.
Oh,
they speak all French.
Yeah, I've heard that about Canada. I thought you were saying Australia. What is Australia?
They have
African or something?
Well,
Islanders. The Pacific dudes, they kind of like Samoans.
Oh, like what is it? It starts with a P, maybe? Portuguese?
No. That's over there by Spain in Europe.
Polynesian.
Polynesian, yep.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the word.
That's those big statues, the Easter Island.
Yeah. Just the head.
Yeah.
Have you heard about how it's just supposed to be just the top?
I saw just the other day they
go in the ground, dude.
They didn't even go all the way. So
no.
they didn't even know.
So like they're sticking out like this.
Yeah.
There's no like the body, dude, just go into the distance.
And these scientists are starting to come out with so many more new theories about like the technologies they had back then and like.
Well, they're going back.
Yeah, I saw this thing though.
They
like
say that they cut down all the trees while they disappeared.
Well, nobody says this, but I saw this thing the other day that says water is like the strongest type of cutting tool. Like they cut diamonds with water now, and they cut all kinds of things with water. And you see the pyramids, and you see like these obelisks that are cut out of the ground but not finished yet. And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, what if they used like a high pressure water jet?
They could do it.
People are like, oh, they use stones, and they got all these ideas. Oh, they had some type of machine that did it for them, and it's like, it looks like maybe a water jet just cut through, because it's like cut through granite.
It's perfect, right?
Yeah, and it's perfect.
I've seen like, whenever they move those like 4-ton, fucking 5-ton blocks.
Yeah.
They use like wood, like timber.
Yeah.
It's like cut.
So they say.
And they roll it, and they pull it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, how?
It would just be so much extreme work. It's like, why would those people even be in a civilization if they were wasting all their time working for something like that?
If it was that great.
There's a period of dark ages between when the fucking things were built and now.
Yeah, and then like
so we don't know.
How can they date it is my question. How can you go and just go to something, carve it out, and then date it? Like
they can carve and date.
I mean, y'all know they can carve and date stuff.
Carve and date, they count
by how much, what do you call it?
Like minerals and stuff, like in the rock and stuff like that.
Like how much radiation
yeah.
Comes off of the rock or something.
How much radiation deterioration.
Like it emits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's somewhat accurate, but like if it was built in those times, like they're saying that it was built 4,000 years ago, how would they have such crazy technology? Then I'm thinking we got to think outside the box then, because these theories didn't seem like it was.
They say 4,000, but it was longer.
But think about this: if it was 4,000 and they had a fucking giant water jet that just cut the shit, like. And then somehow the machine got destroyed or broke or washed away when it flooded the earth or something.
Well, they have all those things about it, Anunnaki,
It just seems like they go with the most insane thing. Like, they put the fucking thing on trees.
It sounds like it.
There's no fucking trees around in
It sounds like it, but then it's like, some of the shit makes sense though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does kind of make sense.
And then the other shit that you would think would be it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's so interesting.
Yeah,
I would like to take the Oculus and just keep going back to the pyramids, because I think you showed me that, like episode 1. Wow, that
just look fake. It just look fake. Like, how's there pyramids? How's there a Sphinx here? Like, there's no fucking way.
But to talk on that, the VR and the Oculus thing, like they're getting so good with that. Like now, I've heard they got like you can do like spacewalks. Like the astronauts actually go and work on the space station. You can do that, but you're like. With the Oculus or the VR.
Yeah, you reach and you grab, right? And you like
Pull yourself and you die.
you let go, and you're gonna float.
What is it
It's
that gives
so
you that feeling though? It feels like it's real. Like it feels like you're actually there
It's
just because you're
it's your
seeing
mind.
it. Just because you're seeing it.
It's your mind. It's gotta be. I mean, what else could take us to that would make us feel it's real? Is our mind, because we know that it's a game. We know it's virtual. We're not fucking floating. But when we're in there watching it and we do that, it feels like we're there, right?
It's like when the pyramids were built until this time. Somewhere in there, it's like we lost our damn mind.
And then it's almost like we start over.
Yeah, you know
and then
what?
we start over because there's Neanderthals, there's obviously the Homo sapiens, and then there's Denisovan. Have you ever heard of that?
But they said some of those are separate, like the Homo sapiens.
Yeah, they're not even the same
with
time.
with the Neanderthal.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
So there's one in Russia called Denisovan, which is supposed to be older than Homo sapiens and
Wait,
the
what is it?
Neanderthal.
It's
It's like another person.
like okay, yeah.
So like Homo
Another
sapiens,
type of being.
yeah, another being, like another human, is called Denisovan. So you have that, then you have Neanderthals, then you have Homo sapiens, then you have the monkeys, whatever. If you believe in that evolution of theory type thing. You know?
Well, I think that could be possible, and they're starting to figure out now, like in quantum realm, like, you know, atoms can be here at the same time they're over here, like different dimension kind of thing. But like corals in the ocean, when this type of coral, not all coral, but this type of coral blooms at this time, 12 o'clock, midnight, on this date every year.
Every time.
This one on this side of the earth and this one on the other hemisphere, they bloom at the same fucking time. It's like they're connected, but they're not literally connected. And that's like, it's kind of like they were relating this thing I was listening to, they were talking about the quantum realm is related to like, kind of like plants, because plants are on the quantum level. They take sunlight and make energy out of sunlight, and that is because they're quantum mechanics.
They're organic, yeah.
They're organic too. It's like, you know, your mind is organic, and just like the things that we're feeding it now, and
like Earth is organic, right?
Yeah.
And so people are always like, oh, the pollution, you know, how all this is going on, right? And people are like, we're killing Earth, the Earth is dying, or this and that. You know, we need to save Earth. Actually, we're the problem. Earth is fine.
Yeah.
Earth is trying to kill us every single fucking day with tsunamis, hurricanes, avalanches, volcanoes, tornado, whatever you fucking name it. Freezes, cold snaps, it kills anybody and everybody no matter what. So Earth is fine. We're the problem.
With like the bacteria.
That's what I'm saying.
What about other animals? Does Earth do that to other animals?
No.
Well, I mean, to them, I don't think they can get that
They don't comprehend
understanding.
it that way.
It's like, hey, I'm here. I need to find a way to survive, to live for my kids. I don't think they think like that.
They're just like in the moment.
They're just living.
I gotta eat today.
Yeah.
But you know, the global warming, I think it's a big thought of hope, because you can't control where the planet is going around the sun, which is going around the universe, or the galaxy, which is going around in space around other galaxies. I mean, all that has bearing on
which they're finding out every day that the galaxy is bigger
it's
than
not
they
because our
fucking
cars
ever
spitting
thought.
Yeah, because they keep finding galaxies that we didn't even think that was there.
Yeah.
And like on top of that, we think of the sun in the middle, right? All the planets around it like that, like how you were saying.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is.
It's like a lopsided, like.
It's not even that. It's going in motion. So the sun's right here, right? The planets are like this.
But the sun is like.
But it's all moving like this, in this direction. We're moving like this, and the planets are going like this. So like
and we're
this.
getting, I've seen
They're
like
going
a computer image of that.
Yeah,
It's
they're going
a,
like this.
It's
Kind of like this.
Like a corkscrew.
Our orbits are kind of like this behind our sun.
Yeah, like
So
that.
we're like,
Just like that.
We're like following.
We're trailing the sun.
Like our span, the Earth is going and spinning.
It's like
around.
if you would have like slow
24
down.
hours time. It's
We're going
spinning
like
1,000 miles per hour.
Yeah, we're going like 100-something thousand miles an hour. The Earth is moving. That's how fast we're moving.
Bro, it's so
Yeah, but
interesting
then
watching the
sun
space
is like
station
hauling
fly
ass
around.
through space.
Yeah,
And we're just like
we're
barely
chasing.
turning back
Yeah,
there.
it looks like we're barely turning, but
Fucking God's curveball.
hey, I'm telling you that.
You
You
know,
know what I'm saying?
I don't believe that the speed of light is as fast as you can go.
Well, that's as far as we know.
Yeah,
The speed. That's the
Well,
the
that's like
measurement
the
as
speed
far
of
as we
sound.
know.
speed of sound is faster, isn't it?
The speed of sound? I mean,
Or-
I heard
or
it.
speed
I heard
of
it in
sound
water.
is-
Sound moves faster. Like
In
whales,
water.
like when whales communicate, they can hear each other ocean across.
Instantly, right?
Instantly, almost.
They know how much the speed of sound is because they can do experiments to exactly measure it. You know, like when a jet hits the sound barrier and boom.
Yeah, because you see it before you hear it.
Yeah.
It would
Like
seem
you
like
see
a
in the
cool
sky.
job to like sit around all day and talk with astrophysicists and whatever, you know, just figure
There,
out like
Neil,
different
Neil
theories.
deGrasse, he has a new book out, and it's Astrophysicist 101 for people who want to like, kind of like.
I would love
it's,
to-
It's not like
I
an
would love to
in-depth
do
book. It's just like,
Breaking it down easy
yes,
for a beginner.
normal people like us to be like, oh, okay.
Well, you
what?
understand those building blocks, then you hear something else, and you can
And then
like.
yeah, because then you connect it, and you connect more, and you connect more, and you're like,
Yeah.
this is how this shit's done. This is how this is done.
Like the process of learning.
Yep.
They said that, what is it, shit.
Go. I was kidding.
Go.
That's why I don't want to get on those podcasts. I have a fucking brain freeze.
We got Paul in the hot box. You want to change that camera, Kevin?
Yeah, he's Paul's in the hot seat.
He's in the hot seat today.
Let's see. We got Paul in the hot seat.
Let's see, get that grin in. There it is. There it is. What do you want to say to the people, Paul?
Say something, man.
I can't think of it now. I had something good going in my mind, but it's lost it.
What perfect to say than on a podcast where we're smoking and drinking and lightening up and loosening up
And living up.
Hey.
Just stating the obvious, still smoking killer, any where my posse is. But listen, girl, sometimes I feel like I don't do enough. You know, like my new shit isn't new enough. Really though, I don't know if I can trust you or what. But I guess I loosen up.